Like I was saying, like I love, you'll see it in cartoons, like they'll destroy a machine and it'll just be like, ha! Shows you to meet with us, humans rule! And then the machine just like, its laser turns red.
I was gonna say it has a laser.
And it's just like, raw. Alrighty then, we're back with some more of Klonoa 2, Lunatea's Veil.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then. Let's see, we took down the 2 reactors, and now we're going to ring the 3rd bell.
Lahoo, sir. I think that was my favorite Halloween costume that I ever did. I went as Ace Ventura to a Halloween party.
That's awesome. Oh, check this dude out. It's a Vulcan guard bot. Intruder alert.
Klonoa was just like, well,
This is the mobile tank, but Biskarsh. Alright. And this is a boss that utilizes these large jump pads, and you gotta use the wahoo! Slam it right off the top. So you have very dynamic angles for this boss battle.
Yeah.
But while I was practicing, I tried to jump over the bounce pads, and I just kept hitting them. You can actually just walk through them.
Oh.
Making this battle a lot easier. So if you ever need to like go to a specific bounce pad and you're just like, let me just jump over this, just walk through. Makes things a lot simpler.
Okay.
Because if you try to jump
yeah.
and you hit them, it's a long motion to where it's just like, nope,
Yeah.
didn't want to do that.
Ah!
Hang on, we got all these missiles.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Looks like something you'd get at Tractor Supply.
Ah.
There we go.
I love Tractor Supply.
I do too. I love the time of year when they have like little chicks in the background.
I want baby chickens so bad.
They're these little peepers.
Little babies.
Because like I'm just buying like dog food and I just hear this.
Oh my god, and it's just like a little bin full of like
And I'm
baby
just
chicks.
like, what in the? And I look and it's this pen and there's like 80 of them.
They're so cute.
And it's just like.
I want them. I want all of them.
And I'm just like, oh dear. Oh me, oh my.
Like, that is the sole reason why I'm looking for houses that have enough property that I can have chickens.
Yeah, you want
'Cause
chickens, you want ducks, you want a beehive.
I want a beehive so bad, but that is the one that I would be willing to sacrifice, mainly because it is expensive to start.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no knowledge. Whereas, like, I know how to take care of chickens.
I gotcha. Uh-oh. Learina made her own ring. And what do you think you're going to do with that? You faker. No, it's actually not. I mean, isn't that what we wanted to do anyways?
Gasp.
Thank you. You rang the bell for us. That's a bad thing?
I did play that song for you. Won't you ring my bell?
Oh. Okay. That's the song you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Oh no.
I guess it's gonna explode after all. Oh dear.
I was teaching one of our new employees how to use the blenders at work.
Mm-hmm.
And I warned her, I'm like, listen, you're going to explode the blender. And it's really annoying at the time, but I just want to let you know, all of us think it's really funny.
Oh, okay.
Because there's one blender where you don't put a lid on it, and the other blenders, you have to put a lid on it. And sometimes when you're like moving and grooving, you forget to put the lid on it.
Oh, okay.
And she finally did that. She finally forgot to put the lid on.
Da 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 da.
And then it exploded the blender. And she was like, oh my god, it was everywhere.
You're probably just like, I know. Wasn't it great?
I was just like, isn't it funny?
Alright, so Klonoa and Pupcorn are like, we gotta get out of here before it blows. But Lolo's like, we gotta save this town. We must shut down the reactors.
Aww.
Great time to grow a conscience.
I feel like that's you.
Popka? Yeah, I can be a little bit of Popka.
You're like, well, that's not right. And you're like, does it matter?
I love this stuff. So, like, one of my favorite tropes
I like the eyeball.
is a machine that, they don't feel emotions,
They've become sentient.
but they know spite.
Oh. I think that's why I've grown to love the octopus so much, like, as an animal.
Oh, because it punches
Because
fish?
it'll just punch fish out of just pure spite. Like, the fish is in their space and they don't want it there, so they punch it. Like, and I just think that's the funniest thing ever. Like, I could just imagine this little fish just minding its own business, and then it just gets, like, punched by one of 8 arms. Like, Jesus!
I feel like the punch kills it immediately. Because, like, fish can't take much abuse.
I don't think it can punch that hard, though.
Oh, no? Okay.
Because it's more like a slap.
Okay.
Like, they do curl their little, like, tentacle into a little fist, but, like...
So do they eat it afterwards, or are they just like, serves you right?
They'll just hit it.
Okay. Interesting. So yeah, we're doing this level again, but now it's even more lethal. The entire trail is engulfed in flames. I went a little too far.
I follow this one girl on Facebook,
Okay.
and she works at an aquarium,
Oh, cool.
but, like, her job is to clean the tanks. So she has to get into, like, full scuba gear and go into the tank and clean the tank. And they're not going to take the animals and stuff out while she's in there. And she always posts when she cleans the octopus tank.
Aw.
Because there's this little tiny octopus that always is just like, play with me, like, while she's trying to clean. And it'll, like, crawl up her
wow.
her body and just, like, hang out with her. I'm like, oh my God, I need it.
I don't know. I don't think I'd like the feel of an octopus.
I don't
With
think I'd
those
like the feel of an octopus
suction
either.
cups and everything. I'd be like,
I could imagine they feel very differently in the water than they do on land.
yeah, like when you're just like holding them in your hand. It's
Yeah.
just like,
Whereas, like, they would be much lighter and
Okay.
probably feel almost, like, more inflated
okay.
in the water.
So you don't think you'd feel much of a texture?
Well, plus, like, she's in full wet gear.
Yeah, good point.
So, like, it's not actually touching her skin except for her hands. Like, her hands are uncovered
I got you.
while she's cleaning. But, like,
Look what happened to our beloved city of Volk.
it's on fire.
All this destruction. Uh-oh. It's back.
It has a pincher.
Yep. But like I was saying, like, I love, you'll see it in cartoons, like they'll destroy a machine and it'll just be like, ha! Shows you to meet with us, humans rule. And then the machine just like, its laser turns red.
I was going to say it has a laser.
And it's just like, raw. I love that trope where it's just like, I don't know emotions, but I know spite.
I really enjoy robots, but they're not, like, my favorite of the sci-fi type things.
I missed.
Oh, no.
Oh, I missed. Death. But, yeah, speaking of death, that laser is insta-kill. Like, it'll just chop away. Like, it hits for one heart, but you kind of get stuck under it to where, like, you might as well die.
Yeah.
Because it only takes 3 hits, and, like, it'll happen very quickly. And he's going to be pursuing, like, throughout the majority of the level. So, there's the challenge of just like, okay, we got to avoid the robot. But it's also like, wait, I got to collect the Moment dolls. But he's not stopping for you to stop and collect the Moment dolls.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, boys. There we go. Go, Klonoa, go, Klonoa, go. I do like that he doesn't use his little pincer claw.
I know.
It would be
Pinch,
very
pinch,
unfortunate if every once in a while he, like, shot it forth.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, ksh, ksh. This is the first level to actually give me trouble. This is where I'm just like, so there is a difficulty.
Okay.
Careful. Fire's the same as the laser. If you get stuck in it, you're dead. There we go. Wait for it.
This is a neat kind of like coal mining.
Mm-hmm. And these guys are back. This always gives me an adrenaline rush. Shabba! Thank you, thank you.
Woohoo!
But now we don't have to rush as much because like he's above ground.
Yeah.
So it's just like, cool. We can take our time, explore a little bit. And grab you. Hooray! I missed all the gems.
Do you think, like, that in here, like, in this game, Klonoa is ever just like, oh, shit! Because he gets, like, thrown around and, like, tossed around and just, like, flies everywhere. And he's just like, okay.
Well, he's always like, wahoo!
Where he's just like, wait.
I'm like that when I'm just like, no, wait, there was a mama doll back there. Go back! But, like, the level's constantly pushing you forward. Like, after you hit those cannons that shoot you to a different destination, you can't go backwards. You have to restart the level. So it's just like, well, never mind, I take it back.
Wait!
Uh-oh. There you are. Hi.
Gadget.
Eee.
Oh, he just, like, morphs. Just...
No, he's just like, I'm gonna get you.
See, I don't like that my depth perception, like, I can't...
Yeah, your depth perception can really, like, screw with you on this one. But the worst is coming up to where, like, there's a Mommet doll on one of those bounce pads. You gotta get it immediately, because if you stay there and keep bouncing, his laser's
Yeah,
gonna
he'll
get
you.
And, like, there's not much room for error. Good. Nice. See, there it is. And if I could just... damn. Ah!
Fall to your doom.
And now we're back here.
Oh my gosh.
Ready to play some more?
I try not to watch them when you're around too much because I know that they can upset you sometimes. So I just figure it's easier just to not watch them when you're around. But
Okay.
the like true crime things on Snapchat.
I just don't like listening to them while I'm eating.
Fair, but I also know sometimes you get in your own head and I don't want to like exacerbate that.
That's true too.
So I mainly like to watch them because 9 times out of 10 they catch the bad guy.
Yeah.
So, and it's just like interesting to me to be like, he has 10 consecutive life sentences. And I'm like, that's right, bitch. Like, it just is good to know that like they caught the bad guy.
Yes.
But there was one, there was no bad guy. There was no like murderer or anything like that.
Okay.
But it was the story of this woman who decided that she wanted to be kind of like more...
Go, go, go!
more outgoing.
Okay.
So her and her boyfriend decide they're going to go bungee jumping.
Okay.
And she is terrified.
Oh shit, you
So-
really gained some speed.
But she is absolutely terrified to go bungee jumping. And he convinces her, like, it'll be okay. Let's just do it. You'll feel better when it's done because
Okay.
you did it. And just, like, really trying to encourage her. So they go and they're waiting in line. And she is so incredibly nervous.
Yeah.
And they're hooking both of them up to, like, the bungees.
Mm-hmm.
And she, like, is to the point of nervousness where, like, she can't think straight.
Mm-hmm.
And she hears one of the people say, okay, jump. And she jumps off the bridge. And it turns out they were talking to her boyfriend and she wasn't hooked up yet.
Oh my god.
So she jumped off this bridge and, like, everyone's freaking out. They go down and, of course, she passed away. But whenever they did the autopsy, they found out, and it's not funny, but it's funny, that she didn't die from impact of jumping off the bridge, but she died of fear having a heart attack on the way down.
Wow.
So I was like, well, at least that's one thing that, like, hopefully it means that her death wasn't painful, but that's what I think of when you, like, fall down, like, wait, the bungee's not on.
Klonoa's heart gives out before he hits the bottom.
Yeah. Like, I can't even imagine being so afraid, like, to that point.
Honestly, if I was falling to my death, I'd want to have a heart attack.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to feel the...
But I mean, to be like so afraid that you can't think straight in a situation that you put yourself in willingly, where you're not technically in any danger.
Oh shit!
Oh, there's a train.
What's the plan, Klonoa?
Death.
Oh, okay. Hang in there, buddies. Try and spite your way out of that, bitch. Hey, careful. that would be just my luck. I'd escape like a train and a robot.
Yeah, and then fall.
I'd just fall through the panels. I'd be like, ah! I'd be like, serves you right, bitch. Ah!
Yeah. You just scared the cat.
Have a heart attack.
I just like... Some of those ones are interesting to watch because it's just like unfortunate stories. It's not really like, oh, there's a serial killer or,
like, it's also
you know,
like
anything
you
like
think,
that. It's just
so
like,
does that
how?
mean if she was hooked up, she would have still had a heart attack?
I don't know, because when she jumped, she realized that she wasn't hooked to the bungee.
Okay.
Like, there was no bungee. So she realized that she was gonna die.
Wow.
Because either way, like, the bridge they were jumping from, this was in South America, but it was, like, over 400 feet.
Oh, God.
You know?
So, yeah, it's just like, well, this is the end.
Yeah. But it just, like...
Yep, this is me. You're probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah, like,
well, let me
as a...
tell you my story. It would be the beginning of, like, a mid-2000 movie where, like, she's already
This is
jumped.
me.
This
like,
is me. But let me tell you
how I got here.
Story.
Like, as a partner, I feel like if that was us and I saw that you were absolutely terrified, I would not make you do it.
Oh, thank God.
I wouldn't be like, oh, you're going to feel so much better when you do it. I'd be like, okay, let's go get some ice cream. Like, like I wouldn't make you do something that I could clearly see you were, like, mortified to do. Now, if it was like, oh, your video game went big and you have to, like, public speak and you're terrified, I'd be like, do it.
Right.
Like, but for something like bungee jumping or skydiving or something like that, like, I would never make someone do it.
I always think of, like, Jean Bonnet, where it's just like, John, we're going to go bungee jumping. No. Well, are you afraid the bungee going to snap? No, I know the bungee's going to snap. Just like, oh, the bungee can't snap. He's like, good, I'll take the whole bridge with me.
I know.
Everyone at once. Nay, nay. Parasailing, nay, nay. They para-dragged my ass all across the Pacific. If you don't hear me, turn around. If I'm not up there waving in the air, stop the boat.
I know. I love it when he was like, the whales are like, stop, he's just a baby.
Let him go. He's just a baby. Killer whales were concerned. Well, we're all here. Who's that? Doesn't sound like us. Let him go. He's just a baby. They were packing me in ice when I got there. I love that so much. I've never tried any of that stuff.
I've been, like, inner tubing and windsurfing.
That's cool.
And then, like, actual surfing.
Ooh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I've never done, like, scuba diving or bungee jumping. I don't like to fall off of things.
Yeah. Bungee jumping would be the one thing where I'm like, absolutely not.
Like,
everything else you could convince me.
Like, I dislocated my hip in the bathtub. Like, could you imagine going bungee jumping? Like, my entire, like, I would fall apart like a skeleton. Like, just, like, and then just the thought of, like, I would love to do, like, skydiving, but I wouldn't. Like, I wish I could just see it, but have no real threat of danger. Like, the chute might not open. Like, you know, I don't want any of that jazz. Like, I just want to see it. I'm terrified of the ocean, but I feel like I would go scuba diving if I was with a team that, like, was trained and capable.
Just make sure the team doesn't leave without us.
Yeah.
I know we're in open water 6.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck. It's one of those movies where it's just like, I like the concept. It's terrifying. Why is it 3 hours long?
Yeah.
They are in the ocean. There's only so much you can fucking do.
Like, I just see these videos and stuff where it's like, and she sank to the bottom and they left without her because they couldn't, they couldn't go down that deep. And I'm just like, oh my God, what if I sank to the bottom?
It's scaries. All right, so back to the game at hand.
Yeah.
Our next destination is to awaken Ishra's Ark.
Ooh.
Yes, this ancient ship. We must find a way to bring it back. But first, we did collect a lot more Mamet dolls. So we can also see what's here.
Go to Mamet's house.
Go to Mamet's. Go to Mama's. She's come to Mama's.
I know, my baby girl.
Hi, mamas.
She was like, if your ass didn't take up the whole chair, I'd sit with you.
I mean, I am right at the edge. I am you on the bed right now. Just like my ass crack is
have
like
no room. Yeah.
right on the edge. It's just like I gotta have something.
The cat was sitting behind him on the chair, and like the way that we're sitting right now, I was petting her behind you.
Mm-hmm. All right. So in the next part, we're going to bring back Ishra's Ark. And look, another boss that we can refight.
Ooh.
We won't, but we can.
But we can. Toodles!